Jesus said, "Though I have been speaking figuratively, a time is coming when I will no longer use this kind of knowledge but will tell you plainly about my Father." Until now, the disciples had not properly realized the meaning when Jesus spoke figuratively. Sometimes, when they misunderstood the will of the Lord and gave wrong answers, they felt frustrated with themselves. But the Lord finally promised to them that He would tell them everything clearly a little later. They were very curious, when would that be? At that time, Jesus spoke directly. "I came from the Father and entered the world. Now I am leaving the world and going back to the Father." They were so astonished at this word. When the Lord finally revealed the reality clearly, they were overwhelmed with excitement because they felt as if all the knowledge they had was assembled all at once, and they were full of confidence that they exactly understood God's plan of salvation. "Oh, I see. Now is the time when He would tell us plainly, as He said before." And they said to the Lord, "Now we can see that you know all things and that you do not even need to have anyone ask you questions. This makes us believe that you came from God." But the Lord's response was different from their expectation. "Do you now believe? Are you sure that you believe?" They thought that they had already gained faith through their knowledge, but it was not that the Lord intended to give them. They regarded a well-assembled system of knowledge as the essence of the faith. And to gain solid faith, they thought that they should maintain their life patterns steadily within the knowledge system. Unfortunately for them, faith was something to establish enough with their own abilities. Moreover, this thought came to convince them more after they had experienced of assembling the knowledge of God. But it was totally different from the thought of Jesus. The Lord knew that their belief could not overcome all temptation and troubles for them to face in the future. So He said, "A time is coming, and in fact has come, when you will be scattered, each to your own home. You will leave me alone." The Lord's word, "A time is coming, and I will tell you plainly about the Father," meant that He would send the Holy Spirit after He died, resurrected, and ascended to heaven. We cannot know God with human knowledge and thoughts. Only when the Holy Spirit comes upon us and fills our hearts, we can have fellowship with God and receive God's love. Also, no matter what temptation and troubles we face, we can love our church, which God has purchased with His own blood. Let us not be pleased with the fact that you have much knowledge about God, but let us be led by God. Let us not judge God's work with our own thoughts, but have a foundation to be obedient. Let the Holy Spirit rule over our hearts wholly.